Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, and we are bringing you an awesome Metro West matchup tonight featuring the Orono Spartans coming in with a 14-2 record, taking on the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, the three-time defending state champions, coming in with a 14-3 record. So two identical records, both teams ranked in the top 5 of the state. These two teams met just 2 weeks ago in Orono. Orono got the best of the Red Knights. That's why the Orono Spartans are in first place in the Metro West and the Red Knights are in second. So this is the rematch, and if they meet again this year, it's going to be in the section tournament, which we also brought you that game on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're underway here in St. Louis Park, and the Red Knights, Presley Watkins has possession number 1. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us on a cold night in January, but a nice time in a very warm arena here at Benilde-St. Margaret's as Presley Watkins, their leading scorer at 14.3 at the top of the key. And look at the tight defense by the Spartans. I noticed that right away. And they forced a turnover, and it's in the hands of Maya Moore. And Maya Moore is somebody there the Red Knights are going to have to try to control. She's averaging 27.8 points per game, and she just got her first 2 on the turnover. So the Red Knights stop, pop, and shot is in. Zeta Jenkins, second leading scorer of the Red Knights, evens it at 2. So just underway here, and with the ball at the top of the key is Maya Moore, number 4. Clearly a force. Or excuse me, that was Allie Moore, my fault. There's 2 Moores, there's Allie and Maya. Maya Moore is number 3, Allie's number 4. And she gets it blocked by Wismer, the senior. Now down low on the post, turnaround jump shot from in the paint, rebound, Sydney Friedley. Sydney Friedley is 6 points from 1,000 points in her career. Look for her to break that tonight for sure. She comes in, blocked underneath, rebound, reverse layup, not good by number 2. Zeta Jenkins, and the putback is in for the Red Knights, and now they have a man-to-man full court press. Well, not so much, just putting pressure on the point guard this time. Usually the Red Knights are in a full court press, all types of different presses, and look at that shot from way outside. Evelyn Schmiller, who averages nearly 7 a game, the senior, puts the Spartans back up front. And also now, Orono putting pressure on the point guard, bringing it up, trying to force a turnover. They almost do. With 16 minutes to go in quarter number 1, Sydney Friedley will throw it in from the far side. And into Olivia Bell. Bell averaging 10.4 points and 3 rebounds. And look at the outside perimeter pressure defense. That's where it's going to be open there for Mir Wismer, who's in the middle. Now the near side, shot taken by number 2, Zeta Jenkins, way off the mark. Into the hands of number 4, Allie Moore. Moore to the front court, to Maya Moore. They do look like sisters. I hate to make that presumption, but I believe they are. Maya Moore comes in. Wow, she is incredibly athletic, the 5'11 senior. Now Presley Watkins, the leading scorer. She's 1 for 1 from three-point land, and we are tied at 7. This is a major rivalry, these two teams. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than right here. And there's the turnover forced by the Red Knights, and Sydney Friedley now into the front court, goes down, draws contact, no call. Tried to get some kind of call, and good defense, and now the forced turnover, no, and it is a travel. Sydney Friedley's aggressiveness paying off, now checking in for the Red Knights. Number 3, Kiera Willis. She'll come in for Zeta Jenkins. And now the throw in with 14:58 remaining first half. Highly frenetic pace on both sides, and now checking in will be Jada Nobles. She's the 7th grader. Checking in now underneath the mirror. Wismer can't get it to go. That was a nice look underneath by Sydney Friedley, and Wismer couldn't get it to go. Now in the far wing, that's number 3, Maya Moore. To 34, Amelia Schwendeman. Now on the low post, that is 33, Miller. Can't get it to go. Good defense by Watkins, no foul. Neither team has any team fouls. Now Wismer underneath, She should have taken her time there just a little bit. She had more time than she thought. She went up and she was too far underneath. And now Olivia Bell comes over to contest the pass. And knocks it out of bounds, stopping the clock with 14:15 to go here. First half, and a throw-in on the far side. 30 seconds on the shot clock, which is really irrelevant, the pace that both these teams play. So I won't be mentioning the shot clock very often because it's just not an issue in girls basketball, especially this match. Now here comes Moore. Allie Moore can't get it to go. Rebound Wismer. Now into the front court. Olivia Bell behind the back dribble. Gives it to Friedley. Friedley almost loses it. Both teams play unbelievable defense. Friedley underneath. Wismer gets the foul this time, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. We're tied at 7 with 13:53 remaining. That's the first foul, a little over 6 minutes into the first half. And at the line, Mira Wismer, the only senior starting tonight, and she gets that one to rattle in. That should settle her down. She had a couple missed opportunities underneath, and that's an important free throw confidence-wise. For Mira Wismer, averaging 9.2 points per game, but even more impressive than that is her 10.4 rebounds, and the senior calmly puts those both in for a 2-point lead. Now into the front court. That is Maya Moore, outside shot, short. Gets her own rebound though, was number 14, Marin Prenevos, and the rebound is good by Evelyn Miller. And Bell now with it, tied at 9 with 13:34 to go. Into the front court, Bell now being contested at the point by Allie Moore. Bell looks in, picks up her dribble, finds some relief at the top of the key to number 3, Kira Willis. Willis comes in, draws the foul, and they're gonna call it a side out, I believe, a push. Oh, nope, she's gonna get 2. That's gonna be the second team foul, and that's an important statistic to keep an eye on in this one. Getting players into foul trouble is always a valid strategy in basketball. And at the line for the Red Knights, number 3, Kira Willis, the sophomore, averaging 12.3 a game. Tied at 9 with 13:21 to go. She makes the first one. So far the Red Knights 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Wismer will get a break here. Now the Red Knights also checking out for Orono is number 33, Evelyn Miller, number 34, Amelia Schwendeman. But at the line is Jenk Willis. And that one is no good. They're 3 for 4 from the line. They lead by 1. Rebound into the hands of Maya Moore. Moore into the front court, being guarded by number 11. That is Rose Kalisher is checked in. She's averaging 3 a game. Now to the far side, number 24, that's Leela Rice. Benilde bench calling for a call. They're not getting it. Now from the outside, Moore, Maya Moore, can't get it to go. Rebound, save it underneath your own basket. A Cardinal sin in basketball, and it goes right to an Orono player. They put it in, and they made him pay. Now Olivia Bell, front court, stops, pops, off the board. Now Maya Moore off to the races. She's got player on the left, and she executes the fast break perfectly. The pass to Hayden Tyler. She's gonna graduate in 2030. She's a freshman out there. All right, now to the front court, Nobles. To Zeta Jenkins. Jenkins now. To Kalisher, stops, pops, Nobles. Good looking shot, couldn't get it to go off the back rim. Gritty rebound underneath by Willis, can't get it to go. Now here comes Maya Moore into the front court, stops, pops, some 3-point land, rebound off the mark, and hustling over nicely is Zeta Jenkins getting a very important rebound. Red Knights down by 3 with just under 12 to go. And then from the outside, Kalisher off the back rim and out of bounds. And now wholesale substitutions. Bell will come out, so will Willis, along with Kalisher checking in for the Red Knights. Friedley, Watkins, their 2 leading scorers in Wismer. With 11:15 1:50 to go, first half. So both these teams excel at defense, and the score is going to be low, and it is so far, 13 to 10. All right, Friedley on Maya Moore with the ball, number 12, Hayden Tyler. The handoff to Allie Moore. Allie Moore, the sophomore. Now the return pass, intercepted by number 2, that's Jenkins, comes in all alone and gets it to go. 13-12 our score with 11:21 to go. Now back into the front court, that is Allie Moore. Moore at the top of the key, now to the corner to number 24, Lila Rice. Rice tries the baseline, Wismer stops her, picks up her dribble, nice backdoor cut, and the foul's gonna be on Presley Watkins, her first. And team's first for the Red Knights. And that is going to be a shooting call. And at the line for Orono will be number 12, Hayden Tyler, averaging 4 points a game, and the lefty gets it to go. That makes the lead 14-12 with 11:07 to go. And the freshman gets that to go. 2 in a row, 15-12 our score. We're taping live from Benilde-St. Margaret's High School. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us tonight. There's Watkins, top of the key, Jenkins. The give to Nobles, into the corner. Great ball movement, but look at the defense by Orono. Watkins has to pick up a dribble, kicks it out to Nobles from the outside. Can't get it to go off the back rim. Rebound is Allie Moore. She'll bring it over the timeline, now to the near side. Oh, that was Maya Moore. Now it's Allie Moore. Boy, they look a lot alike, don't they? Those two sisters in there. Anticipating number 5, Bryn Liebreed, break. But good defense by the Red Knights forced that turnover, and now they have it in the backcourt, and the Orono Spartans now looking to trap the Red Knights. Now Sydney Friedley beats it easily into the front court, looking for her first points of the night. Now from the outside, that shot taken by number 2, Jenkins. Wismer with the rebound, and the reach-in foul is going to come against Orono. 24, the foul is on. Lila Rice, that's team 3rd. Red Knights just have 1 team foul. Neither team in real foul trouble, although the Orono Spartans are approaching that 7 foul mark, which would put the Red Knights in the 1-1. Now from way outside, not good by Zeta Jenkins. She has been cold from the field so far early on. And now coming in for Orono, number 33, Evelyn Miller, along with number 34, Amelia Schwendelman. 10:05 remaining first half. Throw in underneath, Sydney Friedley. Red Knights down by 3. Quick back to Friedley. Her first 3 from outside, overshoots the rim. Just caught the back end. Now rebound into the hands of Allie Moore. She brings it across the timeline. She's got a mismatch with Wismer underneath, and she beats Wismer easily and feeds number 33, Evelyn Miller, for an easy basket, and the largest lead now is 5 by Orono. And the real explanation here is the Red Knights are just cold from the field. They haven't been getting their shots, and the intensive defense by Orono. But mostly they've just been shooting miserably percentage-wise here in the first half so far. They've had their looks and they're just not connecting. I think that'll change in a matter of time here. But look at the pressure at the top of the key by Allie Moore. Now Watkins, she's 1 for 1 for three-point land, but has not been getting enough looks. I think if I'm the Red Knights, you want to get Watkins free to start shooting a little bit more. She's their leading scorer, averaging 14. Here's her second attempt. That one off the back rim. Wismer can't get the rebound, and Orono has it, and that is Moore. Into the front court, nice lead pass, and out of bounds off the Red Knights. That was a close call, I thought. That'll stop the clock with 9:16 remaining. Our score 17-12. Orono with the ball, looking to extend their largest lead from 5 to 7, possibly 8 this trip down. Now they work it around to 34, Schwendelman. Now to the near side, Allie Moore. I don't know why Wismer is out there at the top of the key, the big center, not underneath to get rebounds, but that shot taken by Allie Moore. or excuse me, Maya Moore gets the rebound, her second shot. She's been cold as well. Now the lead to Wismer. Can she finish with the left hand? No, but underneath is Jenkins. And a great break and follow-up by number 2, Zeta Jenkins. Brings the Red Knights back within 3 with 8:45 to go in the first half. Now Moore averaging 27.8. The Red Knights have really kept her under wraps. The issue's been their inability to shoot from the outside. If that changes, it could be a better game for the Red Knights, and they're going to wave it off travel. And the head coach for the Orono Spartans is not amused by that call at all. And it's going to go against the Red Knights. The referee's going to come over and explain it to him. No, he's not. All right, now. Trap Watkins comes in. She'll bring it up. Interchangeable point guards for the Red Knights as she comes in, being guarded closely by Moore. Her shot from mid-range inside the lane rattles in and out of bounds off Orono. Possession will remain with the Red Knights. They are down 3 with 8:20 remaining. Thrown underneath by Friedley. Olivia Bell. Bell averaging 10.4 drives. Look at her dribbling skills off the board. Couldn't quite finish. And it's going to be off Wismer. Nice play by Maya Moore. Now checking in for Jenkins is number 3, Kiera Willis, the freshman. 8:09 remaining in the first half. Throwing it now. Here is, what do we got here? No, just man-to-man, passive pressure, but that was the most pressure that they've evidenced in this first half for Red Knights. They are used to full court pressing. Every game I've seen in the last 3 years, they full court press. This week they haven't, this game they haven't been doing that. Now taking the pass and going up for the layup and drawing the foul is Maya Moore. And that will stop the clock with 7:52 remaining.
Red Knight foul 22, Olivia Bell, her first team.
That's Olivia Bell's first team, second. Neither team in real foul trouble at this point, and there's the leading scorer, averaging 27 per game. That is Anthony Edwards type numbers. She gets the first one to go, and the lead is back to 4 for Orono. Moore gets her second. Got a sweet-looking shot for sure. Okay, here's Bell. Now she's facing a 2-1-2 full-court press here. That's new. And they break it easily. They got the 2-on-2. That was an ill-advised pass, I felt, but now the ball comes right back to number 3. Kiera Willis makes up for the miscue on the pass. Now quickly back into the front court is Orono, trying to catch the Red Knights sleeping after that make. Underneath is number 33, Miller, and I thought she might call it travel, and they're going to call the ball in favor. Possession in favor. Orono, as Watkins will take a breather. And now the throw underneath with 7:26 remaining. Wismer couldn't quite steal it off of Miller. Miller, though, is able to corral the inbounds pass. Now to number 14. Vos is Schwendelman. Great defense by Bell. Stops her at the baseline. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Underneath, the nicely pass off the board and in. Number 33, Evan Miller, and what a pass that was by Orono just as the shot clock was going down. That one hurts if you're a Red Knight fan. They're now down 5 with just under 7 to go. There's the 7th grader Nobles. Orono trying to avenge last year's loss at home to go to the state tournaments, with the Red Knights eventually won. And now Friedley looking for her first points, and she draws the foul. And the Orono head coach not impressed with that call either. And now checking in Rose Calisher.
Spartan foul number 3, Maya Moore, her second.
That's Maya Moore's second foul now. And that is an important statistic here with 6:39 to go. If you're the head coach for Orono, do you sit her? Or do you keep her in and risk it? I am a Red Knight strategist. I would drive on Maya Moore now and try to get that third foul here in this first half. Strategy-wise, absolutely, you've got to set up plays for that. Let's see if that's what transpires. Okay, now full court pressures. Kalsher checks in for Reedley. Points are hard to come by. Both these teams are so great at defense. All right, this is Allie Moore, one-on-one with Nobles. The sophomore versus the 7th grader. All right, the handoff to 34, Amelia Schwendelman. 19 seconds on the shot clock, 6:22 to go in the first half. The step back shot by Maya Moore. And out of bounds off Miller, who tried to save it, but I believe her foot was on the baseline, so she went to reach for that. Now substituting in, or stepping out, is Schweldeman. 6:16 to go in the first half. And full court pressure now. They're mixing up the defenses here in the second part, and there is, oh my goodness, they called the turnover, and they caused it on Nobles. Not sure how that transpired. No replay to analyze, unfortunately, but that was a turnover on the Red Knights in their own territory. Now a throw-in for Orono. 6:14 to go in the first half. They lead by 4. With the ball, Allie Moore. She averages 9.6. Kalsher on the defense. Almost draws the 5-second call, not quite. Now from the corner. Driving, Moore. Oh my goodness, they called contact on Kalsher, and that's going to be a 2-point shot. And going to the line will be Allie Moore. That stops the clock. 5:57 remaining. 21-17 our score at the line. There's Moore, and there's a miss. Good for the Red Knights, checking in now. 24, Lila Rice. She'll come in for Evelyn Miller. And at the line for her second is Allie Moore. And that one off. 2 misses for Orono. In a game as tight as this, free throws, as they do in most games, matter. There is a sideline shot taken by Willis, can't get it to go, and then she gets a foul. That was a bad stretch for her. The miss and then the foul. That'll be Red Knight's 4th team.
Red Knight foul number 3, Kara Willis, her first,
That's her first personal, team's 4th. Orono has 5 team fouls, but I think the key stat here is Maya Moore, who averages 30 points a game, has 2 fouls. Getting her in foul trouble should be the strategy, in my opinion.
Red Knight foul number 14, Mira Wismer, her first.
Foul on Wismer, her fifth, and now the team fouls are evened up at 5. 5:31 to go. All right, throw in by Maya Moore into, I'm assuming her sister, Allie Moore. Now Maya. Maya drives the lane and draws contact. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Watkins. She'll bring it up. She's got her head up, looking down court. She crosses the timeline with 5:13 to go in the first half. She'll drive, turn, shoots. Can't get it to go. Good defense. So Watkins just has, she's 1 for 3 from the field. Now the lead pass to Moore. Kalsher almost intercepts. Now the top of the key is Moore off the rim. Rebound, Watkins, her second. Lead pass, oh my goodness, to Wismer. She found her. Orono was back on defense. The shot from the outside taken by Willis. That's off the rim. Now here comes Allie Moore into the front court with 4:42 remaining. She's being guarded by Kalsher. Now on the far wing to number 12, Tyler. Hayden Tyler picks up her dribble. Now Maya Moore. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 4:25 to go in the first half. Moore now, one-on-one. She's got a nice crossover move now into the corner. That was number 14, Prenovos, and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 4:15. Now checking in Friedley, Bell, and number 2, Zeta Jenkins. So the starting 5 out there for the next 4:15, I assume. All right, way outside is Maya Moore. Can't get it to go. 3rd rebound for Watkins. She's into the front court. 4 minutes almost. Sydney Friedley from way outside looking for her first points, can't get it to go, and that has been the story for the Red Knights. The chilliness is not just outside, but it's also from the field. There was some contact, but they're going to let that one go. And now into the front court is number 2. That is Jenkins. It comes in, it's all Orono. That'll stop the clock with 45 remaining, 28 on the shot clock. Checking in now is Breed. Breed, I should say, for Orono. 4-point lead, 3:45 remaining. Throw in by Friedley, top of the key, almost intercepted. Wismer, and they're going to call a foul on number 12. Reed and Tyler for reaching in right in front of the official. And now, Red Knights are in the bonus. 6:3:43. Another thing, they can get points back in the game and not use up a lot of clock. I would be driving Maya Moore, trying to get her in foul trouble. Going to line would be a double bonus. I would isolate her. She's still in there, playing with 2 fouls in the first half. Watkins, turn around, looks, stops, pops, can't get it to go. She's gone cold as well. Very frustrating for the Red Knights. Watkins almost steals it, Schwelleman with it. Now to Maya Moore. 3:12 remaining in the first half. 21-17, we've been stuck on those numbers for a while. Moore looks to the bench. Play gets called from the head coach. Moore into the corner to her sister Allie, drives the lane, hook shot off the rim. Rebound Friedley, she's off to the races. She finds Jenkins, and it's intercepted almost out of bounds by number 3, Maya Moore. Boy, the athleticism of both these teams is amazing to watch. Now a timeout taken by Orono. The first timeout by either team tonight in the first half. Very unusual. 2:52 remaining. And Orono on defense has the lead on the road. When these two teams met last, that was back on January 6th, approximately 3 weeks ago. Red Knights lost on the road in Orono, 83-72. That was a much higher scoring game than what this one is looking to be. Orono 10-0 in their last 10. Red Knights 8-2 in their last 10. Orono 4-0 in the conference. Red Knights 3-1 in second place, tied with Chanhassen. Just 2 evenly matched teams. I think this is the best basketball game going on in the state of Minnesota. And that includes the Timberwolves and OKC later tonight. Well, maybe not quite, but I don't know. There's a lot more on the line here. That's just a regular season game. It's 2 Western Conference playoffs teams. But this one, knowing the rivalry, knowing the recent history, Benilde going on the road at the higher-ranked Orono Spartans, and not only beating them, but going on to win their 3rd consecutive state tournament. They are on a campaign to win, I would have to say, is a record 4th. I don't know any high school won 4 state tournaments in any sport at any level ever in the state. I could be wrong, but maybe. Wow, Friedley finds outside, can't get it to go. They're still cold. That was Olivia Bell. They've had their looks. They just cannot get the ball to go down tonight. I would say their shooting percentage is less than 20%. Bell, though, on the defense, gets the interception with 2:20 to go. Quickly into the front court, picks up the dribble. Watkins from the outside, can't get it to go. Another miss. And I have to credit the Orono defense, because they always seem to have a player close enough to distract, which is probably the main cause of the poor shooting percentage by the Red Knights. Now down low on the post, that's number 24, Lila Rice. She gets it to go. And now a 6-point lead, their largest in the first half, with under 2 to go, 149 into the front court. Red Knights. Driving is Jenkins. Now Friedley looking for her first points. She averages 11.3 and the shot off. And a foul called. We'll put the Red Knights at the line. That stops the clock.
Spartan foul
1:36 to
number
go.
5, Bryn Winfrey. Her first, second. At the line shooting 2, Mira Lisbon.
Foul on number 5. Bryn Reed and Wisner gets that one to go.
Back in on the
Check
spot,
in
number 33,
Miller,
Miller.
33. She averages nearly 7 a game. Meanwhile, Wismer at the line. Her team down 5, looking to cut the lead. So right now, the Red Knights are in the bonus. And Wismer off the front rim and in. 4-point lead for Orono. Just pressure on the ball as Maya Moore brings it up against Olivia Bell. Moore looking for, she's got her head up now to the near side. Schwendelman, her quick shot off the board, rebound, Jenkins. She's got Wismer on her right and gives her the ball. Wismer can't get it to go. Jenkins shot up and in. Finally, they get a field goal from the field. It's been a while. 23-21 with 1:07 to go. Allie Moore into the front court. To the far side to Maya Moore with Watkins on her. 57 seconds to go in the half. 20 to go on the shot clock. Far wing, Schwendelman, Miller down low, shot and in. Her second basket in a row. Lila Rice coming up big for Orono. 44 seconds. Bell into the front court. Freely thought about it. Now she drives off the rim and board. Jenkins comes in for her second cleanup shot in a row. And it's 25-23 now with 30 seconds to go. And Orono can hold the ball. 34 seconds on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock. Let's see if they have the patience to wait for a last shot here. Are they gonna keep going? Here's Maya Moore. Or even are they aware? Moore with 10 seconds to go. Now I think they're aware. Look for Maya Moore to take the shot. She comes in, works, jump shot in. Too good, and she gets it to go. There's the buzzer signaling the end of half number 1, and after one half complete, our score 27-23 Spartans. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Come on back for half number 2.
You make everything harder.
You're a pest.
Nobody wants you, nobody likes you.
You are just full of raising questions and never having an answer.
If I can face MS, I can face anything.
A cure for me would be to go back to where I was.
A cure would stop you dead in your tracks.
And when we get you, it's going to be a great day.
It ends here.
MS ends with us.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports. We are on location in St. Louis Park at the high school Benilde-St. Margaret, bringing you what I think is the best hot basketball game going on in the state of Minnesota tonight, because we've got 2 top 5 ranked teams, the Orono Spartans. They might even be ranked number 1 in 3A, but the Red Knights, the defending 3-time state champions, find themselves down by 4 at halftime. And I would say the story of the game, if you're a Red Knight fan, is their poor shooting from the field in the first half. I expect that to change eventually, but this Orono Spartans defense has been spectacular, and that is the reason why they lead by 4. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us. We're underway here in the second half. These 2 teams met back on January 6th. Score was in the 80s and 70s. The Red Knights lost by 11. Now they're at home down by 4. And now there is Maya Moore, averaging 27 a game. She's way below her average as well. She comes into the second half with 2 fouls. And there is a first turnover in the second half. Good defense by the Red Knights, forced the turnover. And there are the Spartans with man-on-man pressure here. Both teams have shown pressure at different times, showing different looks. All right, now that's Olivia Bell into the front court. Friedley looking for her first points of the night. She's 6 from 1,000 in her career, but she needs to get a first basket. Look at the defense by Orono right there, and that has been a big part of their success. The lead pass down low to number 14. That was Prenovos. And now Maya Moore with the shot, rebound, ball loose, Friedli gets it. And look at the defense, and there's a foul. It's going to be called on Maren Prevost. That'll be her team's first in the second half. And that is Prenovost's first personal. Neither team had serious foul issues, although the Orono Spartans put the Red Knights in the bonus with about 4 minutes to go. But that was about it. Okay, now Bell into the front court to Friedli. Tough perimeter, and here's Watkins. She was 1 for 4 in the first half. Now from the outside, the shot taken by Jenkins off the back rim. Wismer underneath, drives, blocked underneath. Another example of the great defense by the Spartans. This time, Evelyn Miller with the block. Now to the corner, Prevost. She'll drive to the top of the key to Moore. Allie Moore. And she gets that to go from the left side and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line for the and one. Scoring the first points of the second half. Allie Moore draws the foul on Olivia Bell. Both teams now with 1 team foul apiece. 16:33 to go. At the line, Allie Moore converts the and one, and now the largest lead of the night for the Spartans is at 7. And there is the trap, full court press, they break it. There's Watkins with a great crossover dribble, had to kick it out to Bell, and she misses everything. And another example of just the poor shooting tonight by the Red Knights at home. Very uncharacteristic. They need a spark here get going. Now Prevost stops and pops from outside, and that's good. And now it's a 10-point lead, just like that with 16 minutes to go. Red Knights looking for some answers from the field. Friedli to Watkins. Between the two of them, they have 3 points tonight, only. Now Watkins drives, good defense. Friedli with it. Comes in underneath, can't find any room, off the backboard. Now the lead pass, Prevost ahead to Allie Moore. And the Spartans are now in control here early in the second half. Maya Moore's shot off the boards, Watkins with the rebound. Red Knights still looking for their first points of the second half. Bell underneath, kicks out to Friedli. Her left-handed shot is good. And now she's 3 points from 1,000. And that might be what the Red Knights needed. One of their big shooters, and Sydney Friedli, clearly one of them. Somebody needs to get hot. It might get contagious out there. Let's see about the Spartans' answer. Number 14. And that shot blocked out of bounds, no call. Taken by Maren Prevost, the junior guard, 5'7", averaging 9.1 a game. Clock stop with 14:57 to go. Throw in underneath. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Evelyn Miller, drives the baseline. Moore, Mira Wismer able to force the turnover off Miller. 14:53 remaining. Friedli to throw in. And we've got full court pressure by the Spartans. Into Bell. Now they'll back off, and it's just Tassett slowing them down. That's Allie Moore. Bell now to Wismer, top of the key. She'll dribble it now to Jenkins, number 2. Looks for Friedli, she was covered. Now she'll drive the lane, underneath to Wismer. Underneath, can't get it to go. She's really struggled underneath. She finds herself too far underneath the basket, but just great defense by number 33, Evelyn Miller. Really wrapping up Wismer underneath, and the shooting woes continue for the Red Knights. They're down 8. Now Maya Moore, looking for some room. She used her elbow there, and head coach for the Red Knights, and now the foul on Wismer. And I will say, if you do scroll back on our broadcast, it did appear that Maya Moore was really using her forearm, almost an offensive foul call. That's certainly what the Red Knights bench was calling for, but to no avail. Okay, 14:22 to go. Orono with an 8-point lead in the ball. Their largest has been 10 here in the second half. Now to Allie Moore. Wismer out to guard her. why Wismer is on a matchup with Allie Moore, I'm not sure. That's Maya Moore. Yep, no, she gets the foul. That's going to be on Wismer. That'll be the team's third. I'm not sure why Wismer is out there on the perimeter guarding a guard. And then Bell was guarding Miller underneath, and the mismatch is a little confusing to me. Anyway, Nobles is going to check in briefly. Our clock is stopped with 14:09 to go. Now Wismer will have a seat. And she's got 3 fouls now, Wismer. And that is going to be a problem here for the Red Knights going forward. They're going to need her in there. And now a timeout on the court will come with 14:09 remaining and a chance to discuss the upcoming schedule for both these teams. Orono, after tonight, will go on the road to Hopkins, and they host St. Louis Park. Bloomington Jefferson on the road. New Prague, then home at Chaska, Chanhassen, and Waconia. For the Red Knights, let's see here, I thought I had it close by. After tonight, the Red Knights will host Bloomington Jefferson on Monday. ParkTV 16 Sports will be here for that one. Then they're at St. Louis Park, across Highway 100 rivalry, I like to call it. Then they go on the road all the way up to Alexandria, Douglas County, Minnesota, 2 hours on the freeway. I used to live out there, so I know the area well. Then Chanhassen here at home, then at Waconia, then Bismarck Century in North Dakota. Moorhead High School they're going to play, and then New Prague and Chaska to finish it out on February 20th. Then the sections begin. Okay, timeout taken, 9-point lead by Orono. And at the line is Orono. And with 2 free throws here, could give them their biggest lead of the night. Nope, they would make that one. That was the second one. So largest lead of the night matched here, 35-25. Friedley and the Red Knights need to get hot from the field and quick here as we approach the 14-minute mark in the match. Top of the key, the 7th grader Nobles to Bell. And look at the perimeter defense. It's a matchup zone by Orono, and they're executing it perfectly. Now Jenkins looking, running out of time. 13 seconds of the shot clock. Friedley look for the shot. Now coming in, kicks it back out to Jenkins. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Her outside 3, off the back rim. Rebound, Moore. Maya Moore into the front court. Nobles tries to slow her down. Quick rotation to Allie Moore. Now back to Schwedeman, drives, draws, contact. They called no foul. Rebound, Schwedeman, and now the hold on Jenkins will send Schwedeman to the line. Amelia Schwendelman, 5'11" senior. That'll be Red Knights team 4th, and this is the difference here in the second half with the Red Knights approaching foul trouble. Meanwhile, the Spartans only won here in the first half. It was the opposite in the first half. All right, now nice interception by number 3, Kira Willis. Now Bell into the front court, drives, and offensive call on Willis. My goodness, that was questionable to say the least. That'll be her 3rd, team 5th, so insult to injury, and Red Knights bench not buying that one. That was a tough call to go against the Red Knights for sure. Now from the outside, Moore! And it's a 13-point lead for Orono. The Red Knights are struggling from the field. They've got to get hot here. Start finding ways to create open shots at the perimeter. Can Nobles get them off the schneid? And they do! Nobles drills from 3. And now I think if you're the Red Knights, you've got to just stop with whatever mentally is in the way and just start firing from all symbols and start having fun out there and start, ripping it and ripping it, as they say in golf. They want to get back in this one. They have the ability to score. It might just be a mindset at this point. Now underneath, Maya Moore, turnaround jump shot is good, and she is really now in the zone. Now with the steal. And they are playing on all cylinders, especially if that one goes in. The miss. And And the rebound into Watkins' hands. 12-point deficit now for the Red Knights. And there, they're going to call the block on Moore. And that'll be her third. And I still think the Red Knights need to recognize the foul.
Foul number 3, Maya Moore.
Maya Moore, her third.
Her third, team second.
12 minutes to go. The Red Knights need to go at Maya Moore and get her in foul trouble. Meanwhile, Sydney Friedley takes a breather along with number 2, Zeta Jenkins. Thrown underneath by Rose Kalsher. Into Nobles, who had that big 3 in the corner just a moment ago. Watkins, she'll stop and pop, can't get it to go, and those shooting woes continue for the Red Knights with the under 12 to go now. Front court. Allie Moore. Amelia Schwendelman behind the back dribble, kicks it out to 24 Rice, who had 2 big baskets in the first half. Now outside, Schwendelman drains it. With a hand in her face. 15-point lead now, largest of the night. Outside, Willis can't get it to go. Rebound off Kalsher, and it's just not going the way of the Red Knights here with 11:30 to go here in the second half. Checking out is Schwendelman for Orono. In for her, number 24, Lila Rice. Or excuse me, number 5, that would be Bryn Liebreed. All right, now Bell with the pressure on Allie Moore. She finds number 24, Rice, kicks it out to 12. That is Hayden Tyler. And now Allie Moore drives the left side and can't get it to go off the rim. Rebound into the hands of Moore. And there's the interception by Nobles. The 7th grader comes in. Oh my goodness. And she comes up. She almost looks like she got hurt. Found herself underneath. And she's up solely. Meanwhile, Moore drains the 3. There should be a technical foul with, I think, the Orono whole team coming out on the bench. But that basket, I believe, is gonna count. 18-point lead now for Orono. Sure what the holdup is here. All right, wholesale changes now. Watkins in, Friedley in, Bell in for the Red Knights. Full court press, Bell. And they are just struggling against this relentless defense by the Spartans. Now Bell losing control and drew the foul. It's gonna be on number 4, Allie Moore. That'll be Spartans' 3rd team. And that's Moore's, Allie Moore, that's her first. And I still don't see Moore still out there. Maya Moore with 3 fouls. Jenkins drives, can't get it to go. Maya Moore with the rebound. And timeout on the Red Knights. Wait a minute. I thought there was a timeout. I'm not sure what the call was. Substitution. All right, full court press now by the Red Knights. Now they mean business. Man to man, full court press. They've got to force some turnovers. Moore against Bell. Allie Moore. Crossover dribble. Spartans, they are on a mission this year. There's Bell with the steal. Can she convert? Against Moore, comes in and gets it to go. Will that be the spark? And now timeout by the Red Knights. Stops the clock with 10:16 remaining in the second half. 16-point lead for Orono. Both these teams come in with even records, except against each other. Spartans won the first match back on January 6th. 83-72 was the score. We're way below that, so a completely different type of game. This one a defensive struggle, and really the Spartans are struggling from the field tonight. I don't have the statistics, but it's dismal. With 10 minutes to go here in the game, if they can find their shooting touch and get Maya Moore in foul trouble, she has 3. I think that would be the recipe to try to get back in this one. All right, full court press, that's also part of the recipe. Into the front court, into the corner. That's Rice. Now with it, Maya Moore. To Allie Moore. Allie being guarded by Watkins. 19 seconds on the shot clock. To the near side, that's Prenevost. Maren Prenevost drives the top of the key. The handoff to Maya Moore, right. All wide open shot. Rebound off of Mira Wismer. She's playing with 3 fouls. Now Watkins in the front court. She only has 1 basket, and my goodness, loses it. Unforced error. And that's not going to help if you're a Red Knight fan. Now Allie Moore from outside, can't get it to go. Rebound Jenkins. Almost another turnover. Wismer picks it up. Quick double team. Now Bell. Bell into the corner. Jenkins from outside, can't get it to go. Rebound underneath. Oh, the push is going to be on Friedley underneath. 6-team foul. Second personal on Sydney Friedley. And now the Spartans not only have a 16-point lead, they are now in the bonus for the next 9 minutes and 22 seconds. Inbounds pass. All right, into the front court. That is Allie Moore. To her sister, Maya. Maya starting to find her shot here in the second half. She may get to her average. Now quickly back down. Jenkins on the fast break, tries to beat the defense, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. That stops the clock with 9:01 on the clock. And now Nobles will check in, the 7th grader, along with Rose Kalsher. But at the line is Zeta Jenkins. She averages 12.3 a game. And off the front rim. Watkins will step out. Friedley will step out. So for some reason, the Red Knights just having a hard time from the field here. And now the shot taken by Jenkins gets that one to go. 17-point lead quickly. Look at the speed of Maya Moore coming in. Tries to draw the foul, was Bell. No contact, but a miss. So good defense by Bell underneath. 8:50 to go. Front court, Bell. The dribble pass. Now to Kalsher. Driving the left lane. Stops. Draws contact. Oh, they're going to call the offensive foul on Kalsher. My goodness, really. Oh. Tough night for the Red Knights, that's all you can say. Down 17, not getting any calls. That's their team 7th, so now for sure in the bonus if they weren't already, which they weren't. Now Schwelleman being guarded by Jenkins. Jenkins trying to, and then she gets the reach in, and that's a frustration foul there. Stops the clock with 8:35 to go, and now that's just going to put the Orono Spartans at the line. So fouling is not a good strategy for the Red Knights at this point. Not sure if there is one that's going to get them back in this one. Red Knights head coach having a discussion with the side referee. But tough night. All right, the shot taken by number 34, Amelia Schwendelman. The 5'11" senior averages 10.1 a game. She makes her first. Now her second. And she gets that to go, and the Spartans have their largest lead, don't they, with 19 to go and 8.5 minutes, and we're seeing a very anemic Red Knights team. It's been a while now. Nobles from the corner. Bell tries to get the rebound between 2 giants, and now throwing her elbows, I thought unjustifiably, was Miller. There's no love lost between these 2 teams. That was a tough loss by Orono in the section finals to go to the state tournament. Now they're gonna on their verge to winning their 2nd in a row here. I expect these teams to meet in the playoffs again, and that's where it could really matter. Now Bell almost draws a three-point call, able to avoid it. She gets it out to Nobles at the top of the key. Now Jenkins drives, another great defense. Bell inside, off the rim, and a whistle and a foul as Bell hits the deck. The clock is stopped with 8:03 remaining. So that'll be the 5th team foul on Orono. Second on number 34, Amelia Schwendeman. And another miss by the Red Knights. And I don't think their shooting woes has anything to do with them not shooting well. I think the Orono defense has everything to do with that. And except for those, they just have not been shooting well. The Red Knights are uncharacteristic tonight from what I've seen the last few years. Just some nights you just don't have it, and this might be one of those nights. It's part of the human experience. 8 minutes to go. Full court press by the Red Knights. Jenkins on Schwedelman. Now to Allie Moore. Moore has her head up. They try to box her in. She gets it across the timeline to Schwedelman. And from outside, Maya Moore, rebound Wismer. Outlet pass Jenkins. She's got Kalsher. There's an Orono Spartan right there on defense with Allie Moore. Brilliant defense by Orono. Just when you thought the Red Knights would have a huge fast break. And then from the outside, Amelia Schwendelman drains the three. They're up by 22 on the road with 7:31 to go. Full timeout taken by the Spartans, and they are just cruising here in the second half on the road. And what are you gonna do if you're a Red Knight fan? Not a lot. They came in 14-3 on the year. Looks like they're heading for their 4th loss, and 2 of their 4 are gonna be against these Orono Spartans. They lost to Stewartville back on January 17th. And they lost to a team called Waukee Northwest out of Iowa. They went to a winter tip-off tournament back in December on the 20th. Other than that, it's the Orono Spartans that have dominated them in both these games this year. That game against the Iowa team, they only lost by 5. In Stewartville, they lost by 9. So this is by far their largest defeat in probably several years, if this score differential stays where it's at or close to it. 22-point lead for the Spartans following the timeout by the Red Knights. 7:31 to go. I'll remind you, you're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. Okay, Nobles. Full court pressure applied by Schwedelman. She brings it across the timeline. It really is point guard by committee for these Red Knights. Every one of them. Underneath, Friedley gets it to go from Watkins. So if they're gonna make a run, now is the time. 7:13 to go. Now to the front court, Allie Moore. Moore, the sophomore, to Schwedelman. Now down low to Evelyn Miller. Jenkins on her. No, that's Nobles, the 7th grader. Turn around, good defense by Nobles, and Nobles comes up with the ball. Great defense by the 7th grader. Outlet pass across the timeline to Jenkins. Jenkins has her head up, 6:48 to go. Drives and in, and suddenly these Red Knights have found their scoring touch again. They're now down 18 with 6:36 to go. Could this be the run they need? It would have to be a heck of a run. But they've got 2 baskets in a row. 6:27 to go. Clock is a factor. Maya Moore comes in and answers. And back up to a 20-point lead with 6:19 to go. Now Nobles into the front court. But finally, the Red Knights, 2 consecutive baskets. Now Friedley from outside, it's good. Suddenly, they got their scoring touch. This is the Red Knight team I'm used to seeing. And the Orono head coach has seen enough. He doesn't need this Red Knight team to get it all excited, and the whole bench is off to celebrate. Oh, and you know what? She did get her 1,000th point, and that is why they're stopping. So Sydney Friedley with her second 3 has exceeded 1,000 points in her career for the junior, and she has been a spectacular player to watch these last few years. So I say congratulations to Sydney Friedley. She's a heck of a player and so much fun to watch. And a standing ovation from also the visiting crowd. Sydney Friedley gets a hug from fellow teammate number 10 coming out. That's her sister, Sailor Friedley, of course. And a nice round of applause, and there's some signs up across the way celebrating what they were expecting to be the 1000th point for Sydney Friedley. I think we all expected to see it in the first half, but it happened in the second. And her team trying to make a run here, down 18 with 6:07 to go. Full court press, play back underway. Schwedelman goes down, Watkins, and she had it and just could not get the handle. And it's all those little misses there too, near misses, steal, and then causing the ball go out of bounds. That could have been a momentum changer right there. Meanwhile, full court press for the Red Knights as the Spartans get it into Maya Moore. They try to trap her, and they do let her get away on the far sideline. You gotta be there. If you're gonna trap, you gotta trap her, force her. And Maya Moore's speed was able to beat the trap.
Back in full, the Red Knights for 22.
So the speed of Orono, I haven't mentioned it in this broadcast, but that's also something that has been noticeable to me as Jenkins checks out. Bell in, Nobles, Wismer, Watkins, and Friedley. Throw in underneath for the Spartans. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Top of the key. I don't know why Mira Wismer's out at the top of the key. They're drawing her out there. It's just such a mismatch in my opinion. Now here comes Moore. Kicks it to the near corner. That was Rice. Now driving on the other side. Schmedelman kicks it out to 12. Tyler. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Maya Moore comes in high off the glass and in. What a talented play that was with the shot clock winding down. And now Bell into the front court. And these Spartans have just played super well tonight. Wismer now. Her team down 19. Wismer driving the lane. Turn around. And just can't find a shot. Great defense underneath by Rice. And the foul on Allie Moore. His Wismer just beaten up underneath. Will go to the line, and she looks exhausted. She's down with 2 hands on her knees. She's been beaten up all night long underneath. Wismer, though, at the line. 5:06 remaining, and no good. Team fouls for the Red Knights, 8, now 6 for the Spartans. So both teams in the bonus with 5:06 to go. Wismer's second free throw, no good. And if you're gonna get back in a match down this far, you've gotta make all your free throws, and it's just not in the cards tonight for these Red Knights as Maya Moore comes in, leaning, losing balance. Can't get it to go off the glass and rim. Rebound Wismer into the hands of Nobles. Nobles now into the front court. Tries the left side. Schwendelman kicks it back out to Friedley. Friedley driving, coming in, lowers the shoulder, draws contact, and the foul's gonna be on number 12, Hayden Tyler. And that will send Friedley to the line with 4:41 remaining. Now to check in for Orono, number 5, Bryn Liebreed. As Friedley now exceeded 1,000 points for her career, the junior, and Wismer will step out for the Spartans, also, or for the Red Knights, for the Spartans, number 34, Schwendelman, and number 12, Hayden Tyler, check out. And meanwhile, back at the line, Friedley, Sydney, Friedley, in and out, rebound, Rice for the Spartans to Allie Moore. She's an impressive player, to be sure. Now to Rice, and the interception by Bell. She's got Willis ahead, and anticipating that throw was number 24 on defense, Lila Rice. And I have to say that has been an impressive part of these Orono Spartans. They are just everywhere on the court. Their anticipation. Just when you think the Red Knights have a fast break, there's the Spartans back there already expecting it. Bell takes the inbound pass and lays it in. Her team down now 16 with 4:20 to go. Not outside of the realm of possibilities. If they can get some turnovers out of bounds off the Red Knights. Stops the clock with 4:13 remaining. 16-point deficit, 57-41 our score. Throwing underneath by Allie Moore, quickly to Rice, back to Moore. Allie, that is. She'll back it up. Top of the key, being guarded by Olivia Bell. Now Maya Moore to Allie Moore. 8 seconds on the shot clock. She drives, throws up a desperation layup, and now Watkins. Oh my goodness, that pass couldn't handle by Bell. You know, they got to 3, they could have cut it to 13, and Watkins now has it back. Ahead to Sydney Fridley. She's got a lane, left-handed, can't get it to go. Now Bell comes in and can't get it to go. And now the push, and Bell absorbs that foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. So my goodness, they just underneath can't get those short ones to go. But now down 16, they can cut it to 14 with 3.5 to go. Checking back in for the Spartans is Schwendelman and Miller. Also Jenkins for the Red Knights, and so will Rose Kalsher. Stepping out will be Noble, the 7th grader for the Red Knights. Kalsher in for her, now Sydney Friedley. So lots of rotation, substitutions for the Red Knights. Meanwhile, at the line, Bell. If they want to have any chance, she's got to make these, doesn't she? Just off the rim on the 1-and-1, and that wasn't even a shooting foul. Another opportunity by the wayside, and now underneath, all alone, Allie Moore. And that should do it, I think. 18-point lead, Watkins into the front court. Boy, they had a chance to cut it to 13, just couldn't convert. Now the turnover, and the Spartans into the front court. As they are cruising in the second half. That shot off the front of the rim. Watkins into the front court. Comes in with the left-handed shot blocked. That was a tough shot to begin with. Now the nice outlet pass ahead to Schwendelman into the front court with under 3 to go. Top of the key, Moore to Moore from outside, off the rim, rebound underneath, good for Evelyn Miller, and their height underneath has also been a difference maker for the Spartans. Now Bell comes in, down 20, and this one she gets to go, no foul on that. She now cuts it to 18, now lead pass to Allie Moore, off the rim and in, she draws contact and she'll go to the line for an and one. All around a tough night here for the Red Knights. I think they just want to erase this one. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left to go in their regular season as Watkins will check out. 9 team fouls for the Red Knights, 8 for the Spartans, both teams in the bonus, but that's inconsequential at this point with 2:28 to go and Moore at the line. You know, she probably, I don't have accurate stats at all about how much any of these players have made individually as we go on here, but I'll be curious to find out if Maya Moore, who averages over 28, almost 29 a game, reached her average. She may have here in the end as Kalsher drives, can't get it to go, rebound, Miller. 6'1", Evelyn Miller, and the Red Knights just really do not have the matchup height-wise against the Spartans. Again, they had Maya Moore in foul trouble, and they didn't seem to pick up on that. Could have made a difference to get her, but I don't think she was out of the game the whole game. I don't think they gave her a rest all game. She was on there for the full time. All right, now into the match for the Red Knights with the ball. That's Lucy Johnson, the junior. Now driving, tough outside angle, shot taken by Jenkins off the rim, under 2 to go now. 21-point lead. Nice outlet pass underneath, or down underneath on the post. Evelyn Miller knows how to put the defender on her hip and get great position and a nice inlet pass, and now the Red Knights will full substitutions. Checking in for the Red Knights will be number 20. That is Bev Rioba. And also number 25, Maddie Seymour, senior. checking out Miller, had a nice game here for the Spartans. So 1:22 to go. It's academic at this point. Inbounds pass. Deflected into Kalshear. Now 20 with it. That is Rioba, the senior. You see Johnson. Underneath. Rioba with the shot and in! The senior, who doesn't get any playing time, gets a basket off the bench. So nice job by number 20, Bev Rioba. Nice play underneath by her as well. Smooth rebound, put it right back up. Calm, in control. Now she's at the perimeter playing great defense on Amelia Schwendelman. Now Schwendel drives the lane. Rioba on defense, forces her to give it up. Now on the far side, that's Tyler, I should say, and now we got a whistle with 36.1 seconds remaining. Foul will be on Bryn Liebfried. That'll be 9th team foul, so now Rose Kalshear at the line, 1 and 1. So the story of the game, I would say, is the Spartans defense and the poor shooting by the Red Knights. Either they had an off night or they faced a really good defense. I think it was a combination of both. It's a long season, it's a grind. But if you're a Red Knight fan, I expect they would be meeting these Spartans in the sections, and that's where the game really matters. These regular season games really don't matter, but when they have the section tournament, if these two teams meet, that'll be something to behold. If the Spartans can get over that mental hump and get to the state tournament, because they've ran into these Red Knights the last 2 seasons. They've got a senior-laden team, and it's state tournament or bust for the Spartans. But here they have their Donovans as they're going to win tonight by 19. Well, the clock stops with 0.6 seconds remaining. And it's all academic. Lucy Johnson will throw it in, and that will do it. And there's the buzzer, and our final score from Benilde-St. Margaret's High School, 66 Spartans, 47 Red Knights. Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our production here at ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Have a great night.